are in the governance of the state. Whether we want to lose track of a higher involvement in the female representation or not, as President Helen Johnson Sirleaf retired honorably, representing our common patrimony as its first female president. Do we want to maintain a female at either the top level or the vice president level? Do we want to elevate our political lives to ensure that we make representation at the highest level against either as president or vice president, senators, representatives, commissioners, governors, superintendents, and the rest? Or we just want to let President Sirleaf's legacy die down? For me, I am sure that you all are here today will endeavor to ensure that women representation continues as long as we continue to remain Liberians in battle to participate in the governance processes of our country. We should and must not allow our common dreams to die down. We must continue to debate the issues. We must engage one another constructively. And our debates must result into a common agenda. The women's agenda to ensure that we participate into the governance system of our country. That is why we have come to ask for your vote, regardless of your different political institutions. We want the she vote to ensure that women's agenda lives on. That is why we have been blessed to have Senator Joel Howard Taylor in the race as vice standard bearer to keep the torch burning of the Liberian women's dream. Let us see ourselves as a common front. Let us see ourselves as one group of people that want to achieve an objective. With this in mind, we want to officially welcome you all to this great occasion so that all of us keep the women's agenda alive, regardless of our individual political affiliations. I thank you.
Thank you. We have had it all. We are here today in spite of all our political partisans, but we are here for women agenda. When women gather, good things happen. So let us here today make sure that good things come from this gathering. We are talking about women. Women agenda. That's what we are talking about. And women agenda is above all party level. Thank you so much. I want you to please give another round of applause. Thank you. Okay, we are moving on because time is fast spent. We are going to item 3, which says self-introduction. It will come from you and I, distinguished invitees. So I will start from myself. My name is Chinyere Juliana Mabutike. I am the founder of ECOWAS Women in Liberia. Thank you.
Hello, I'm attorney Zach Freeman, member of the court.
My name is Madam Masu Tamasa Balla of Kennedy on the Coalition for Democratic Change Global Outreach. My name is Dr. Liberia Nelson. I'm the Dean of Medical Surgery. Good evening, my name is Marcus Pierre from the William Field Secretariat of Liberia, Monrovia.
My name is Dr. Mema Salif Kane. I'm the Assistant Minister for Research, Policy and Planning at the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection.
My name is Celia Prophet Brown. I'm the Executive Director for Technical Services at the National Port Authority.
My name is Paulita Sisiwe, CEO and founder of Helping Impact Liberia, coordinator of Progress of Democratic Change. I'm Yvette Chasson-Brewer, the establishment coordinator of the Anti-Drugs International Center for Women's Empowerment, Leadership Development, International Peace and Security. I'm also the initiator of the Women's Situation Room. My name is Henrietta Tolbert, and I'm the program manager for the Anti-Drugs International Center.
I'm Senator Joa Howard Taylor. Did you have a hand for the senator?
Do something positive.
My name is Delma Gardner, and I don't know how to introduce myself, but I work in the NGO circle, and it's good to be here and see what goes on the other side of the town.
My name is Ms. Laura Kizambo, President of the Coalition for Community Partners Working in Liberia. Nafu Dennis, Executive Director of the ECOWAS Civil Society Movement of Nigeria. Thank you.
My name is Louise M. Gerde, former wife, CS student. Girls in crisis are still with Joa Howard.
My name is Isabel Chiwili, former Snow State classes at St.
My name is Yasa Joseph, former wife, CS student at St.
I'm Comfort Kovani, a resident of Ishmael, of the School of the University of Nigeria.
I'm Lavelle Dixon Setu, a beneficiary of Senator Joa Taylor Scholarship and this Oklahoma.
I'm Honorable Victoria A. Bridge, former representative CDC from Joa Howard.
I am so happy to be with her. I'm asking you in this public manner to join hands with us that are already with her.
I want us Liberian capable women, feminine women of Liberia, to join hands, rally around our vice chancellor of the Congress of Democratic Change. Please, Liberian women, how long will we suffer for in this country? Everything must be men. It's not going to be no more. At least we have few women of Liberia. We have few women of Liberia that can stand and talk about us. She's one of those. Look at the girls that talk about her. How many people, how many personalities of this place? Everybody is thinking about I, me, and myself. But today, we have one feminine Liberian woman in this country that is prepared to work for us. Please, Liberian women, let us rally around and continue to work for us in this country. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazu, thank you. Okay, we are moving on. We are going to, since Kamel is not here yet. Yes, Kamel here? Kamel is not here yet. So we're moving on. We are going to item 7. And item 7 says, wow. Introduction of the convener. Introduction of the convener. And who is going to do that for us? Nobody but Miss Precious each year. Give her a hand, please. Miss Precious here. Thank you.
Good evening to all.
Good evening.
Distinguished women of Liberia, it is for me a profound and humble duty to introduce to you this evening a venerable stateswoman and convener of this interactive engagement with eminent women of Liberia. Senator Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor is a daughter of Bon County, born into the royal household of King Kepula Giddings of Sandoye District. She was raised on Phoebe Hospital compound by her parents, Moses and Laura Howard, who were some of the first trained medical personnel at Phoebe Hospital in Swakopmund, Bon County. After a successful sojourn at Phoebe Hospital, her parents were transferred to the J.F. Kennedy Medical Center in Monrovia to be a part of the first group of medical personnel assigned at the newly built facility. The family, even though resident in Monrovia, maintained The family, even though in Monrovia, maintained their strong ties to Bon County by helping in medical facilities in Bon County during the weekends and maintaining a 1,000-acre farm in Sandoye District. They subsequently returned to serve as medical personnel at the Phoebe Hospital during the years of the war. Even though they had options to travel abroad, in their service to citizens of Bon County, Dr. Moses Y. Howard was murdered in the Senator Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor, Senior Senator of Bong County and former First Lady of the Republic of Liberia.
Yes.
Is a graduate of the University of Liberia with a degree in economics, a master's degree in banking from the American Institute of Banking, honors graduate, an MBA with a concentration in finance from Cotton University, honors graduate, and a degree in law from the Louis Arthur Grant School of Law, honors graduate. An honorary degree from the St. Clement University in Leadership and Management, and a postgraduate diploma in International Relations from the Gabriel S. Dennis Foreign Service Institute of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Liberia. After her studies in the United States and her return home, she was appointed president of the Agriculture Cooperative Bank in 1996 and again appointed in 1997 as a deputy governor of the National Bank of Liberia, which is now Central Bank of Liberia. Senator Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor is very active as a stateswoman and a gender activist with a vision to working to ensure changes and bring equality to the national, educational, healthcare, and empowerment sectors, especially as it relates to women. Senator Chief Joel Howard Taylor has been a critical voice on many issues and continues to have great impact through her advocacy and initiatives on her constituents, the general public, and the nation at large, by her objective, representation, positive contributions, and stance on the national issues and discussions. She has served in many capacities, but currently is a senior ranking member of the Liberian Senate, serving on several strategic committees such as Chairperson, Women Legislative Caucus of Liberia. Yes. Chairperson, Chairperson, Education on Public Administration, with oversight of key government institutions like the Ministry of Education, Liberia Institute of Public Administration, University of Liberia, Commission on Higher Education and other public sector educational institutions, co-chairperson on Planning and Development Committee, member of the Joint Legislative Modernization Committee, member Committee on Judiciary Claims, Petitions and Human Rights, member Committee on Autonomous Commissions, member Committee on Defense, Intelligence, Security and Veteran Affairs, member Committee on Gender, Health, Social Welfare, Women and Children's Affairs. Senator Chief Joel Howard Taylor holds membership in many organizations, key amongst which are the following: member across the nation. Head of the National Humanitarian Emergency Task Force during the national crisis, which solicited the distributed food, clothing, emergency aid to thousands of internally displaced persons across the country. Advocated for the institution of the national policy on HIV and AIDS in Liberia. Advocated for the ratification and enactment of the Child Rights Bill. Advocated for the sponsored and new education law which provides for the creation of county school systems in all 15 counties. Advocated for the ratification of the International Convention on the Rights of Women and Children. Created the Madam Swakoko Scholarship Scheme that provides opportunities for hundreds of students from one county to access higher educational opportunities. Initiated and facilitated the building of the first post-war bank, LBTI, Banga branch, Banga City, Banga. Sponsored the legislation for the creation of the Governance Commission, the Liberian Anti-Corruption Commission, the Land Commission, the Code of Conduct, the National Traditional Council of Liberia, the position of Assistant Superintendent for Fiscal Management, the Public Procurement and Concession Commission, and last but most significant, under the leadership as chairperson of the Women's Legislative Caucus of Liberia, co-authored and co-sponsored a bill titled The Affirmative Action for Equal Representation. Marginalized member of the Society of the Liberian Legislature, which passed both houses of the National Legislature, but is currently embroiled in legislative politics and has not been sent to the President for endorsement. A groundbreaking legislation which provides a platform for silent voices to be heard in the body politics of our nation through the provision of federal legislation. As a result of their national impact, Senator Chief Dr. Taylor is a recipient of many accolades, laurels, and awards from local, national, and international organizations.
And I'm telling you right here, this is a program marking the program of women stands with the vice presidential bid of Senator Howard Taylor. I see on the floor called I Stand With Her, votes the CDC 2017, Senator Howard Taylor. The women stand together, great things happen. The picture of beautiful Senator Howard Taylor, who is the vice chancellor of the Coalition for Democratic Change. And I see cross-sections of women from different political parties, and also have women from the Coalition for Democratic Change, and also the civil society women, women that stands with the support of Senator Howard Taylor. I see also some men are also here on this all important program. Madam Angie's Brooks, who is head of the Angie Brooks Foundations, is also here. I see some women are also here. Candidates from different political parties, and also candidates that from the independent candidate are also here. So you're watching live from Tinder TV right now. My name is Isaac Robert. There's a live broadcast right here. We bring to you from the Better Casa Hotel here in Congo. It's live camera. So keep it set right here. We got a lot more for you coming. That's the a lot more can't you see from Joe Howard. I'm going to be talking to Murphy, who's going to be giving us the update of actually what is going on Tina TV right here. So keep it down set and keep watching to Tina TV. We are coming to you live from the Bella Casa Hotel. This is Eminent TV Liberia, first online, most professional online TV station. We broadcast right here from Liberia, Bella Casa Hotel. I see some cross section of international journalists. I also taking the leave coming in. This is and how we are. So it's actually
as the female hero of Africa. The Second Chance Women's Leadership Award from the Second Chance Organization from the United States, 2015, and many, many more awards. Senator Chief Dr. Joe Howard Taylor is a grassroots and strong believer in women empowerment, multi-party democracy, and the rule of law. As a result of her role, politicians of today and a rare true women's advocate have the privilege to be able to cut across political, social, and ethnic lines. Senator Chief Dr. Taylor remains a strong voice for change and progress in our nation. As a result of her passion and commitment for a better and more equitable nation for all Liberians, she is often referred to as People's Senator. And a confirmation of this title,
so it's actually, you can just do it.
Was her second most powerful female politician. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce to you Senator Chief Dr. Joe Howard Taylor. Female Vice President of the Republic.
Yes, Senator Taylor is also on rally. So
today is an only opportunity for me to be a part of this evening's engagement. Let me apologize for us starting a little late. We had been talking about this with Copwell for almost 2 months, but my schedule didn't permit, and I really didn't want to go into October without having this engagement. And so I asked Copwell to please call as many women as they could so that we'll get a chance to just sit and talk and have dinner together. Thank you so much to each of you for finding time in your busy schedule this evening. But maybe before I begin to talk about what I really want to say to each of you, to give thanks and honor to whom it is due. My first goes to the Almighty God, as usual, whose love, favor, guidance, protection, and provision I need every day, and without which I wouldn't be standing here this evening. Secondly, I want to say a very, very, very special thank you to each of you, for in many ways you've impacted my life. Some for a short period, some intermittently. Some of you have been with me as a part of my life's journey for a very long time. But I appreciate every opportunity we've had to engage one another. And you too have been the wind beneath my wings. I am so grateful. I want to say thank you to the women of Bong County, even though some of them are not here this evening, for allowing me to grow in politics and today being able to stand. I will be eternally grateful for the opportunities they provided me over the past 12 years. Lastly, but not least, I would like to say a very, 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 very special thank you to my children, who have allowed me to be what I am and have agreed with just a little grumbling to share me with the world. Because you know, for them, I'm their mother, and I'm always, always never there. I went home one evening and my 11-year-old granddaughter asked me, I said, "Hi, Jewel, how are you?" She said, "Mommy, do you live here?" And I was heartbroken. And I said, "I'm so sorry." I said, "But if I didn't do what I do, how would you eat and how would you go to school?" And I was just trying to, shove her down so she wouldn't continue to, because she was going on a trajectory I didn't want to hear. Because to her, I was an absent mother, always running from one meeting to the other, always being needed from one county to the other. And so I want to say thank you to them, even though there is only one of them here tonight. But I know that what I have, the life I've lived and the commitment that I have is only because someone has to do the work that women do. And if all of us just sit, then maybe we would not have achieved some of the high points that the Liberian women have gone to. I also want to say here tonight that I'm sorry that Mary Brownell is no longer with us. I met her as a 34-year-old First Lady, and she began to talk to me about what the women's movement was that actually grew in my heart the love for the work that I do today. Sadly, she's not here. Distinguished ladies, our mothers, our sisters, our friends, and well-wishers, today, as I tried to write a speech to say what I wanted to say to you, I was amazed as I looked back in history and I realized that it's been 20 years since I entered public service as Liberia's 21st First Lady at the young age of 34. The truth is that I never imagined that this journey would have taken me to the nooks and crannies that it did. I was, however, assured in all of the challenges and the difficulties that the word of God stated in Jeremiah 1 verses 5 would lead me. For God said, "I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. And before you were born, I set you apart." So I knew that somehow God had something for me to do. I wasn't sure of what it was. Many times I would get up confused, not knowing which direction I would take, but I trusted in His grace, and today I am where I am. This verse exemplifies the fact that each of us has a destiny to fulfill, and that the pathways set before each of us will always take us beyond our imagination if we just trust and keep walking forward. My path has taken me far away from my birthplace in Zozo, Lofa County, to cities around the globe and within my own nation. From the executive mansion as First Lady to the national legislature as one of the very few female senators present. I have on this journey been to the mountaintop and I've seen some very beautiful signs, very beautiful pictures. But truthfully, I've been to some low valleys. I have given love and I've been loved in return. I have experienced extreme hatred. I've been misrepresented. I've been accused at times and heralded at others. But along this path, I have met some of the most amazing people who continue to inspire me and to learn lessons from whatever challenges I faced in Liberia to help fulfill the goals and aspirations on behalf of our people, on behalf of the future of our children and our beloved country. So help me God. In closing my brief remarks, permit me to leave you with a quotation from a young female activist, Malala, who said, "I raise up my voice, not so I can shout, but so that those without a voice can be heard. We cannot succeed when half of us are held back. So let's join our forces together and break a new record in Liberia. I urge each of you who actually make up 49% of our population to take off your current lenses and replace them with the lenses which show the limitless possibilities the opportunity of having a female vice president would present to our collective agenda. I promise I will work with you when elected to make your tomorrow brighter than today." Thank you so much. God bless you.
Please take out our seat. Thank you. Thank you.
Stand up, vision. Stand up, vision for God.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Hello. Women. Can we please give her another ovation? That's good. Keep on happy.
telling.
We stayed at the hostel for over 2 years. I am not paying for any donation. Some of us were graduated for public school.
Something that they keep watching. This is Timna TV. We're on the side of I'm going to be talking to somebody who's going to be explaining to me, if you're watching on Timna TV, exactly what is actually going on. Tell us briefly about this program. Can you please explain to our viewers around that are watching us presently?
Yeah, basically I'm T. Titus Charlie, professor and ambassador, in fact. T. Titus Charlie. I'm very much happy to be here tonight. This program is about the women's vote, all right? Because cut across the country as, you know, a woman, you know, a representation. Very strong, you know, that we highly respect.
Looking at Senator Taylor, maybe a lot of people might be thinking, was she just only a first lady of the Republic of Liberia? And see, many of these women are so excited about her presence here today and her participation in the 2017 election.
It's based upon her hard work. Senator Taylor has been very much vigilant, has been ensuring that the women agenda must be achieved, you know, in our country. With the retirement of President Sirleaf, you know, the women have nobody besides Senator Taylor. And she's the best among the women of Liberia when it comes to academics, professionalization, and most of the things that we're talking about.
In sense of overview, what can you say about the entire overview about this all-important program?
Well, basically it's well attended. We highly respect this program, and then as you can see for yourself, the women are well attended, and we respect the women of Liberia. Amongst them are Yvette Jackson Rare and Vida Sampson and Henrietta Talbot. But our reputable women of Liberia, they are all here. So we are very glad and very happy about that.
Thank you very much for talking to us on Timna TV.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
If you're watching it live on Timna TV, we still at the Balla Hotel right here in Monrovia. So if you just look on your screen, this is Balla Hotel from Monrovia, the capital of Liberia. We are here to give you more. This is it, a cross sessions of women from different political parties, cross session of women from civil society organizations, and a lot of people are actually here to grace this occasion looking at Senator Joel Taylor. So keep it set to check up. You can get more on this on our YouTube page, also on our Facebook page. If you want to get more on www.timnatvonline.com, you can also get up on more on Timna TV. My name is Isaac Robert and Mr. Henry Kanga. We are here from a team from Timna TV with our central base in Brussels. You can get us. We are live here. Most of our activities right here on Timna TV. My name is Isaac Robert. I'm just giving you more on this live broadcast right here in Liberia. You're watching us around the world, seeing more about this program.
To see those adolescent girls that we took them from nowhere to become somebody. You know, most times when you risk your life to help other people, it pays off. So my young girls, when I met them, I said, hello, I'm the recycle youth in this building tonight. Because you feel young as you feel, and you feel old as you feel. So for me, I'm a recycle youth. I will be brief because if I want to say everything here to them will not go. Firstly, I am the Secretary General of White Ministry of Liberia. I am a
a teacher or trainer or advocate for women's rights. And sitting here tonight, listening to Senator Taylor, pledging that she will help us to improve our lives when she's elected. Yes. Senator, you are on record. Yes. You know me, I don't know how to play the seat. You are on record. And I'm speaking from experience. And that's why I'm in the villages, in the town, training our women to know how to mark the ballot paper. Because we do not want invalid votes, especially 2017 elections. Secondly, we have the women policy platform that have 4 fellow senators listening to me. One has to do with women education and economic empowerment. The second has to do with healthy family that have to do with our sexual and reproductive health issues. The third one has to do with safer community that is in line with 1325, 1820, and the CEDAW that had to do with women, peace, and security. The fourth one is women political participation. That's why we are here tonight. And we go through the county from our own experience. Women, we are downplaying other women by muffing all the candidates that are women. And the only way we can make Liberia better until we vote women. 2005, we were in the villages to ensure that the women that went into the house. Sangotia, judging, we slept on the highway. Many nights on tarpaulin and boxes that we have to open to make bed for them. 2011 was in the villages. 2014, the by-election. I don't know what time in one country that I never went to. I'm saying this that for me, commitment, sincerity, accountability, transparency matters. Your sister has asked us tonight. Liberian women are living with you. The best I can do is to give you the information I have given you. The best I can do for you to shine your eyes. The best I can do is nobody understands your issue more than a woman. So all the candidates in the field that you buy muffin because you buy pepper rest to give to you, stop. We call for action here in this place. That it is about time that we ensure we have more than 50% women's representation in the house. And I can tell you when we put forth the bill, the affirmative bill, at the Senate, Geraldine Doe almost took off her clothes to make sure that it would then pass the bill. Joanne was not even giving, every time she went to this seat, I never saw her moving like that before. It was from one senator to another senator. When the bill got into the house, maybe I'm teaching you to that kind of teacher. When the bill got in the house, they threw it apart. I can vividly remember one of our representatives who brought it as for me. I went to Nima County in the district to work. And I told the women that men are there women. Yes. You can cook me. I said the men like women. The first thing is we belong in the kitchen.
teaching. Those were the remarks. What they want. They will get Balla more, they will get that money. They will put food that they will pay their children's school fee. They say one where translate to be the earth. Then they bring that money will either will trash the bill. And I turned to him and said, you know what, sir? He said, honorable. I said, it's not honorable. No. I know. The one who gave me the capital. I told him, I said, you're not honorable. No. So, if you can tell me before you can back for me, is that the definition of woman? In the Bible, Adam told God, said, this is flesh of my flesh and bone of my bone. I will name her woman because she was taken from out of me. So if I was taken out of you, the same blood that runs through your vein, that's the same blood I have. So even God said we equal. The men that created us. The reason why I can always tell my students when I'm teaching, the reason why God called men to sleep because there's a deep secret between men and women. So that the men they know that deep secret. And that deep secret will manifest it because when we want something, we make sure we get to it. So tonight you have heard your sister, and I want to join all the women that are running campaign right now, who are candidates. Y'all please start taking the men and t-shirt for $20. Your voter registration card are not $20. That's your bargaining tool that you need to use and ask the people who come into Bill Road and hospital for you. So ask them, what do I have on your platform? What will benefit the children, the girls that in the street? What do you have in your platform? What do you have that will help me to send my children to school? What do you have as a cross-border woman that have been raped to be able to bring my goods in? What do you have to protect me when I get to the border and one man won't sleep with me before I can clear my goods? What do you have when it comes to security? That even election day will tell you our women when you are going far distance, you are going through before they rape you. Because somebody will just come and you they beat you up and you'll mean that you're not good. That's a discussion to our vote as women. So please, I would like to stop here and I will quote what you were said. When I'm elected, I will work along with you to ensure that the lives of women and children are improved. Thank you. Women! You have heard it all from the horse's mouth. She has spoken. Madam Rosalie has spoken. She knows it all. So we don't need to ask. Women, this is your time to rise up.
That means where are calling you from? No, I don't call you, no, so.
From Grangida County, we came as a team to pledge our support to you. From Grangida County, we the women win to our Taylor. We pledge our support to you. We've been here for the past 2 weeks. The mother, we want you to be our next VP. I'm talking about we want you to be our next VP and we pledge our support to you. And I'm assuring you, I'm the advisor for the
remember that mistake.
Grangida County. And you're getting to Grangida County.
I said, I said a mistake. I said, remember our mistake.
When we say we are for you, we for you. I don't care what you do. You can bring $1,000 overnight. we were eating. And when we said
I told you already buying the test, I said our mistake. I said remember our mistake.
As a team, we've been here for the past 2 weeks. We got our chairman back there. I'm their advisor.
You understand?
Mother, I was supposed to for me, I've been a member of the Coalition for Democratic Peace. And Senator Ria is my candidate. So I just want to say, we pledge our support to you, ma'am. And we are here. Nothing can change it. We for you, and we are for you, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You with with the man. With the man.
Good evening, everybody. I'm really surprised because it wasn't my intention to address anybody. I really had looked forward to the interaction with Senator Taylor. You've heard from her impressive resume. This is a woman who has been on the forefront in terms of Liberia, in terms of working for us, representing us, etc. So we needed to have this interaction. We are pleased to see her ascendancy to the Vice Presidency as a candidate of the Vice President. I mean, it is something that we should all be proud of. It takes courage. Those of you who are here in politics, and I'm not a politician, I'm a non-partisan, non-political person, but I am a patriot of my country. I know the courage it takes for a woman to step in the political arena. It's a dirty arena. It is something that lots of us do not even want to be splattered by. They demoralize you, they call you names, they do hateful things, hateful speeches, they say all kinds of things about you. And the only thing that can ground you is your God. And she knows him. And that is important. Because we want to see more women step into the ring. If we do not do that, we will not change our country, my people. It is the women of Liberia that will change Liberia. So please remember that. And we have to step into the ring. And we have to say the right thing. There's no better protector of us than us. So women of Liberia, it simply, we want to say to you two, thank you for stepping into the ring. Thank you for taking the risk. Thank you for enduring what you have endured. Because lots of us know it was not easy. But remember, God is there. So I want you all to join me in thanking her. Thank you very much. I want you all to remember that the Women's Situation Room is open. That it has started, and you all know it's a process. It's not just the seating of the room. And we've already started the process to have everybody come in, to talk, to listen. And one of the greatest things about the room this time, we have the talking box, where our people are talking about issues, and that becomes important because developmental issues are what is going to carry us forward. Okay? So we're telling you women, the Situation Room is open. We're on Broad Street. And remember again, we're non-political and non-partisan. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, the mother of nation. Thank you. Women!
We have come to the end of this gathering. I thank God and I thank all of you for being here. So it has not been easy, but we have gotten the message. And this message will carry us to make decisions on October 10th. Thank you so much. We'll call on Madam Finda Bono.
We have Madam Finda Bono.
that God has blessed us in a unique way that we have women from other organizations here tonight to grace this very important occasion. We want to say thank you to all those who took up the time to be here, especially to support the candidacies of our Vice President,